This is your video for level C 3C GCF word problems. So some keywords that tell you that this is a greatest common factor problem are going to be words that anything like the word greatest or things that mean the same as greatest, such as largest, maximum, or biggest. Problems that deal with cutting something into pieces are likely going to be GCF word problems, and dividing something also going to be GCF. Okay, so let's take a look at some problems, see if we can figure out why exactly they're GCF word problems. So Jerome is making prizes for a game at the school fair. He has 2 bags of different candies, one with 15 pieces of candy and one with 20 pieces. Every prize will have one kind of candy, the same number of pieces, and the greatest number of pieces possible. How many candies should be in each prize? Okay, so we're going to look for some keywords here. So we know I see the word off the bat, I see the word greatest, which is definitely one of my keywords for greatest common factor. I see same number of pieces. That kind of same means the same as common, so that's another good hint that this is GCF. And also each one's only going to have one kind of candy. That also helps to tell us it's GCF. So we're going to find the greatest common factor of 15 and 20. Okay, so remember we can make a list by listing our factor pairs. So I'm going to list the factor pairs of 15 and 20. So I'm going to start with 1 and 15. 2 is not a factor of 15. 3, however, is 3 and times 5. 4 is not, and then 5 I already have. So there's all my factors of 15. Okay, 1 and 20. 2 and 10. 3 is not a factor, so 4 and 5. And then since 5 is a number I already have, I'm good to stop there. So I'm going to look here. What do I have in common? I've got 5s in both and 1s. So 5 is my greatest common factor. So 5 will be my answer. So 5 what? So let's reread the question. How many candies should be in each prize? So since they're asking for the number of candies, candies should be my label. So 5 candies. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read the next problem. There are 24 6th graders and 20 7th graders. Mr. Chan wants to divide both grades into groups of equal size. With the greatest possible number of students in each group, how many students should be in each group? First thing I want you to think about for a minute is what are the keywords in here that tell me this is a greatest common factor problem? Go ahead and circle any words that you see that you think indicate that this is greatest common factor. Hopefully you took a second to do that. So some words you might have underlined or circled would be words like greatest, and also dividing, because that was on our list of keywords. Okay, so now I want you to pause and find the greatest common factor of 24 and 20. Hopefully you had a chance to pause the video and think about the GCF of these two numbers. You could have made a list. Maybe you can tell, are starting to be able to tell by looking at numbers the greatest common factor, but you should have gotten 4 as the greatest common factor. Let's think about our label. They ask us how many students should be in each group. So since they're asking for how many students, students will be my label. So 4 students. Okay, so go ahead and check out what you are doing next.